What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kicks by Key, and we are back with another vlog today. If you have read that thumbnail correct, yes, this vlog is going to be about owning a Tesla for 24 hours. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I've been talking recently about buying a Tesla, so I'm kind of in the market of getting one. So I decided today to rent a Tesla from one of our local car rental places, and I just want to have it for 24 hours. I'm gonna give you guys the pros, the cons, what what's great about it. Should you invest in one or should you buy one? Stuff like that. So yeah, before I start this video off, I want to say thank you to everyone who watches my videos, who continuously subscribe to my videos. Thank you for always hitting that likes up, keeping that notification bell on so you are notified when I drop videos. Just want to say thank you to that. But without further ado, I just got done getting dressed, just brushed my teeth, so we are about to head to the car rental place to grab this Tesla. I think I rented a Model 3, but the one that I'm in the market for is the Model Y. So I'm also going to take you guys through that journey as the months go by, the buying process of me getting the Tesla Model Y. So that is the official one that I want. Now here, age restrictions are different, so I can't rent a Model Y. I would have to be 25, and I'm only 24, so that was a bummer or whatever, but it's cool. So I took what I can get, so I got the Model 3, and that's the one we are going to be reviewing for 24 hours. So yeah, like I said, I'm about to get in the car. I'm about to go grab this rental because my rental time is, I think I have to pick up the rental at 10 a.m. So it is currently 9:48, but the good news is they're only up the street, so I'm not going that far to go pick up the rental. So yeah, about to go grab this rental, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, so we are back. I just officially picked up the Tesla. I drove it home, and I'm currently sitting in front of my house. But yeah, so like I said earlier, like I stated in the video earlier, I ended up grabbing the Model 3 because I wasn't old enough to grab the Model Y. But yeah, this thing is like beautiful. Like, it's definitely taking some getting used to, because obviously I don't have a Tesla and I'm used to driving my standard old, gas powered car. But this is definitely a major upgrade, I would say. One of the things that I like about this is that it just drives so smooth, and like I like how everything is really just directed through the screen. Like, everything is just here. You touch the screen to do this, do that. It's pretty straightforward, and it's not complex. So that's one of the things I like about this. And also, what else is taking some time getting used to is the car brakes by itself. I forgot the exact term that Tesla uses for it, but that's definitely taking some getting used to, because when I take my foot off the brake, the car automatically just brakes by itself. But I like it, honestly, because I don't got to keep using my foot to stop the brake. I mean, obviously you have to still stop the car, but for the most part it slows down to almost 100%. And yeah, but I'm gonna show you guys the Tesla right now. All right guys, so I am back. I know I said I was going to show you guys the Tesla, but it just decided to start raining out of nowhere. So I'll probably have to show you guys a little bit later in the video, only because I don't want to take my camera outside to get wet. So yeah, but on today's agenda, I planned on doing something today because today's my off day. So I'm going to go take a ride to Toronto, just go do a few things out in Toronto. So that's pretty much what this vlog is going to be about today. I want to drive the car somewhere far, not too far, but where I live at, Toronto, is only an hour and 52 minutes away from here. So we are going to drive to Toronto, and I'm going to give you guys, some of my ideas and my thoughts, or what I think about the Tesla, and overall just go and enjoy myself today. So yeah, now I'm currently in the house. I'm trying to find something to wear that's gonna correspond with the weather today, because it's not really hot. So, yeah, I'm about to find an outfit, piece something together, jump in the shower, get dressed, and then I'm gonna hit you guys back once I'm done with that. Alright guys, so the outfit that I chose to go with today is, I'm gonna just keep it nice and simple today. I'm gonna go with some black purple brand jeans. I'm gonna do a black denim jacket. I'm gonna do this graphic tee that I got from, I think Fashion Nova. I got this from, yeah, Fashion Nova. White Nike socks. Of course, you know, stay with the classics. I'm gonna go with the Jordan 3 Fire Reds today. I don't really wear these as much, so I'm gonna go with these today with my silver watch that I have. I'm also gonna wear my New York Yankees red and black fitted cap. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. Right, guys, so we are back. I currently just got done getting dressed. Let's see the little fit, not too crazy. But yeah, so I'm currently about to head to the car. The drive is 1 hour and 52 minutes. So first stop that we're gonna make is to the aquarium, Ripley's Aquarium. I think that's what it's called, in Toronto. So I've been there before, but I wanted to go back. It's been some years since I went. So yeah, we about to head there and we about to get on the road. Hopefully I won't have any problems at crossing the border, because it seemed like every time I try to go to Canada, there's always a problem with me crossing the border. They always got to search the car, pull me out the car, this, that, and the third, and I don't even be doing nothing. So yeah, hopefully this will be a nice smooth ride. We don't run into any traffic, because I'm damn sure not in the mood for that either. So so yeah, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this Tesla is fire. As you can see, this is the Tesla I chose to go with. This is the Model 3. So I'm gonna hit you guys in a second once I get back in the car. Alright guys, so after 2 long hours, including traffic, it took maybe like 2 hours and a half, because traffic was really backed up on the E-way getting here to Toronto, but we have finally made it 2 hours later. I had to drive around in a few circles because we couldn't find anywhere to park, but I finally found a parking lot, so I'm about to go pay for it, and then shit, we about to walk to this aquarium. This turtle big as hell.
Those are the only ones that actually get to look at. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, them. Alright guys, so we are back. We just left the aquarium. I didn't get a chance to record because it's just a lot going on. But anyways, we just parked in this parking garage. We are now about to try this place called Dave's Hot Chicken. I never had it before. I've seen it on TikTok a few times, so I'm about to give it a try. So yeah, that's what we're about to do. Tesla right there. Definitely enjoying the car. Definitely enjoying the car. I think the battery is now at like 40%. We left at 100%, so it's just now at 40. We have been driving a lot, so we're using the battery just a little bit. But yeah, we've been driving a lot, so the battery has been dying. But we gonna use a supercharger before we leave, so hopefully it shouldn't be that much. I know earlier when I charged the car up from 90 to 100, it was only $3. So curious to see what this gonna be. Probably gonna be at like 30% when we charge it up, but I'll let you guys know the details on that. But anyways, we are about to walk up the street around the corner to Dave's Hot Chicken, so I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, so we are here at Dave's Hot Chicken. I got the number 3. It comes with a sandwich, a chicken tender, fries, and a drink. So, yeah, this is how it looks. I got all mild on the tenders. I didn't want to go too hot, but I got the tender, sandwich, fries, and a drink. So we about to see what this hitting for. Alright, so I got some honey too. I'm gonna start with the sandwich. Got the sauce on there. I took the pickles off because I don't like pickles. Egg sauce. Fries, see? Out of 10. 10 out of 10. The fries is even seasoned too.
Yeah, look at this tender. They got coleslaw on it and pickles, because I don't care. I ain't picky.
It's too good.
But I'm honey on it and the sauce. Give me a second.
Alright, here's the tender. I got mild on the tender. It's well seasoned. Wow. This is a 10 out of 10. Everything's seasoned. It's hot, fresh. Highly recommend. But I'm about to crush this food, so I'm gonna get back to y'all when I'm done. Alright guys, so we are back. We made a quick detour. So we just left Dave's Hot Chicken. The chicken was good. Recommend it. It's 10 out of 10. Everything was good. It was seasoned. But we have now somehow, some way found a mall. So we about to walk around the mall for a little bit. Hopefully I'll buy some. And if I don't, fuck it. But I'll see you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, so we are back. We just currently left the mall. Didn't buy anything. They didn't really have nothing anyways. But now we are headed to the car. We are about to go to Krispy Kreme donuts, because I want some donuts. And wait, no, I lied. We did buy something. I bought Nira a Starbucks cup because she wanted to take her Starbucks cup to work and dropped it on the ground and it cracked. So I decided to buy her another Starbucks cup. So we about to walk to the car and we about to head to Krispy Kreme. So we get back with you guys after that. Alright guys, so we are back. We just got back to the car. We ended up grabbing some donuts from Krispy Kreme. Now we about to try to find a supercharger real quick so we can charge the car so we can go home. The car is currently at 47%, so I'm gonna try to get it at least to 90 so we can get home with no problems. Also, I was informed that there's a nail in the tire, but that ain't got nothing to do with me because it's not my car anyways. So yeah, other than that, we about to try to find the nearest supercharger and charge the car, but I'm gonna show you guys the donuts that I grabbed. Alright guys, so we have finally made it to a Tesla charger. So we found one. It was probably like 20 minutes away or so, but here we are. So we about to charge this joint up real quick. We're gonna see how long it's gonna take. Apparently I'm too far away, so let me back up some more. Hold on, be right back. Alright, so for the third time, let's try to charge this joint again. Alright, so we good now. So we are about to see approximately how long this is going to take to charge. So let's see. Alright guys, so we are back. We just left the Tesla supercharger, and it took roughly 30 minutes to charge the car. The total for the charge was $13, I think. Yeah, it's $13 in total. So I just had to make a quick detour again to stop at McDonald's. I had to use the bathroom. But I'm in Walmart. The Walmart has a McDonald's. It's pretty cool. So I just stopped at McDonald's, probably gonna grab some water or something. Then I'm gonna hit the road, and I should be home within an hour and a half. So we'll see you guys once I get back to the car. So here's some of the cool things that McDonald's have on their menu in Canada that we don't have. Utopia. Different type of pastries.
Let me see the Happy Meal. What are these saying? Burgers.
They got snack wraps. Look at this. Hold on.
Where would that be at? Snacks and sides?
I don't
They
know.
don't have snack wraps on this. Oh wait. Poutine. That hamburger. Others. Chicken and fish.
I guess they don't. Alright guys, so I'm back finally. Just made it home, about a 2-hour drive. I'm super tired. I drove there and drove back, so I'm just a little tired, but today was pretty fun. Like I said, I went to the aquarium. Then after that I went to Dave's Hot Chicken. Then after there went to Krispy Kreme. Went to the mall. Then I went to Krispy Kreme. Then after Krispy Kreme, I stopped by the Walmart to use the bathroom. Got some water from McDonald's. Then I finally hit the road. So I'm just a little tired. So I'm gonna end part 1 of the vlog off tonight. I want to say thank you guys for watching part 1 of the vlog. Part 2 will be tomorrow, where I do the full in-depth video of the pros and cons of having this Tesla Model 3 for 2 days or whatever. So tomorrow will be pretty much a full in-depth of that. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kicks by Key, and we are back with part 2 of the vlog with owning a Tesla for 24 hours. If you're new to the video, you're just now tuning into the video, this vlog is mostly going to be about owning a Tesla for 24 hours, and I'm going to give you guys some pros and cons about the Tesla. This Tesla that I have in particular today is the Model 3. Okay, so like I stated in part 1 of the video, yesterday vlog was basically just me going to Toronto. I drove to Toronto for the day, and I just kind of got a feel for the car and to see what I like and what I don't like about it. But today's video is going to be a more in-depth view of the car. So I'm going to explain the car first, the features of the car and what the car can do, and then I'm going to tell you guys what I like and what I don't like about it and what I consider buying it. So let's start off by explaining the vehicle. This rental I got from Hertz Rent a Car Place, so it might have a few scratches or whatever because this is not my car. So moving on to the wheels, we have our standard 19-inch aluminum wheels that comes with this. I also like how we got the brake calipers. These are gray and they say Tesla on them, so I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so if you guys notice, or if anyone knows, Teslas have cameras built all around them. So this is also the turn signal, and if you look closely, there's a camera inside the turn signal as well, so that monitors your blind spot. So if you can't see, when you turn the turn signal on, this will pop up on the screen. I will later review that in a video. But moving forward, inside the vehicle, which is pretty cool, what I think. So you use the key and you place it here up under the camera that's also right here, and it unlocks the vehicle. So you pull the handle in and you get in. All right, so now we are inside the Tesla Model 3, and to first start the car, you have to place the key card right here where the cup holder is at. Don't mind the cup holder, these is pretty dirty, but I got it like this. So but anyways, you sit the key card here and you put your foot on the brake. Now the only way you would know that the car is in park is it'll pop up here on the screen right here. So you put your foot on the brake and these lights will pop up. Okay, so moving on, so we got the car started. So everything is pretty much implemented in the screen, which I like. So for starters, we are gonna go to the control panel. So this screen pretty much controls the whole car. So case in point, if you want to change the headlights, which is pretty cool with this vehicle because it has the automatic high beams, and we were driving home from Toronto last night on super dark roads, and I like how the lights adjust to the darkness around us. So if it's really dark, they'll just automatically turn the high beams on. I don't have to grab this over here to turn the high beams on. It'll automatically do it from here. So that's pretty cool. So here you control the lights here. This is the mirror button, so if you want to fold the mirrors, you just press this button. Then the mirrors close from there. So that's pretty cool. You got your child lock. You got the window locks in case you got kids in the back seat that wants to play around with the windows. You can lock it. Which also is pretty cool is that there's a glove box. You press the button for the glove box. Now, you can set up a pin for that, which I didn't receive the pin, but I didn't have to put nothing in there anyways. But you can put a pin in here and only you can unlock the glove box, which is over there. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now another cool feature that you can do with this car is the mirrors. So say you want to adjust your mirrors, so that's where the steering wheel comes into play at. So if you want to adjust the mirrors from here, so I'm gonna start with the left side first. So you click the left side, then you use the controls that's on the steering wheel. So this is to move the mirror up and down. So move it up and down over there. As you can see, that moves up and down. Or if you want to move it to the right, you hold it to the right. You want to move it to the left, you hold it to the left. So that's how you control the mirrors from here. It also has the auto tilt. When you put the car in reverse, the mirrors will tilt down. Mirror auto fold is when you lock the car, the mirrors automatically close in. And mirror auto dim is basically for if you're driving on a highway or just anywhere, if someone has their high beams on, the rear view mirror will go tinted a little bit, and the two side mirrors will also become darker, so it's not blinding you in the eyes. Alright, so the most important thing that a lot of people have been asking me about is the charging of this vehicle. So for example, the car right now is on 40%. So I do know yesterday before I left for Toronto, my car was on approximately, no, when I left from Toronto, I'm sorry, my car was approximately on 46%. So the cool thing about here is that you can, when you need to charge the vehicle, you first go down to here. You want to get out of those settings and you want to go to navigate. So you type in navigate, you look for the charging option, you click charging. So the nearest charger next to me is in Cheektowaga here, because I live in Buffalo, New York. So this is the closest supercharger to me. So you will click that, it automatically gives you the destination for
the supercharger. And what's also cool is that when you're on your way to the supercharger, it preconditions the battery for the battery to charge even faster. So that's like a plus. If you in a rush to go somewhere, or you got to get on the road, you're on a road trip, you find the nearest supercharger and it preconditions the battery, so when you get there to charge nice and fast, so you could be on your way. So moving on from the charging, one of the coolest features that this car has is autopilot. So autopilot is definitely clutch, because when you're driving long distances, you don't want to, first of all, be using the pedal most of the time, because I like to use cruise control when I drive. So autopilot was just as better. So what autopilot is basically that it controls the car. It's not the full self-driving mode, but it controls the car when you're on the E-way. I think you just got to keep your hands on the steering wheel, but for the most part, it turns and go around the curves for you. You can adjust the speed as you go. So what also is cool is that the feature with the steering wheel has is when you're using autopilot, you can set the distance between the car that you want to be in between. So if you look at this symbol right here, so for example, that's 2 cars. So if I want to keep the distance behind a car of 2 cars, I can set it to either 3 or 4. I think the max is 7. So that's pretty cool too when you're using autopilot, because you don't want to be too close to a car in case they want to slam on the brakes and you don't have enough time to react, and then you rear end them. So you don't want that to happen. So that's one of my favorite features on this car so far. So alright guys, so this was the Tesla autopilot mode that I was telling you guys about. So I'm going to demonstrate exactly how to use it. So what you want to do is, when you reach the speed that you want to reach, then what you do is you hold down this little lever that's right here on the side that you can see right there. Let me get over real quick. And it's cool when you turn the turning signal on. That's what happens. That's cool. But anyways, we got 2 idiots. Okay. Now that I'm in here, you want to press this down twice, and that's what happens. So this is on, and look, I'm literally not even controlling the vehicle. I gotta keep my hand on the steering wheel though, but I'm literally driving and it literally controls itself. When you want to adjust the speed, you swipe up here and it sets the speed here to 65 and the car goes 65. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I love this mode. It's very easy to drive in, stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so another cool feature what I like about the Tesla is the backup camera. The quality of the backup camera is very clear. So when you want to go to the backup camera, you look for this symbol down here at the bottom and you click that, and it shows you all 3 cameras. So this front one is the backup camera, this is the camera that's on the left side, and this is the camera that's on the right side. So I like the quality, because I do know from previous models in previous years, they said the camera and the quality wasn't as clear. So this is a 2022 and the quality has definitely improved, as I can see. So that was pretty cool. Also, what I like about this car is that it comes with a dash cam. So you know, when you got those angry, cranky drivers on the road and they want to cut you off, or somebody sideswipe your car, or somebody hits your car, you know, in most cars they don't have that. This car has a dash cam. It'll pick up pretty much everything from the right side to the left side, the front of the vehicle and the rear of the vehicle. And if you need to access the footage from the dash cam, there's a USB over here in the glove box. You will have to open the glove box, grab it out, and you can plug it into a computer or a laptop, whatever, if you want to receive the data from the dash cam. So that's pretty cool too, because in today's age you need dash cams, because people are getting more and more crazier on the road. So I like how Tesla is definitely #1 when it comes to safety. And yeah, so that's definitely one of my other favorite features about this car, because I don't have to physically go out and spend my money to go buy a dash cam and get it installed in the car. This one already comes with one installed, so that's a big plus. All right, so finally, my favorite feature of the car, first and foremost, which I should have said in the beginning, is this gigantic 15-inch screen that Tesla gives you. I really like this screen because there's so much you can do with this screen, and I like big screens in cars anyways. So this definitely was an eye catcher for me. One of the best features that I've ever seen in any car is that you can watch Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and this Tesla tutorial, I believe, is just like a video in case you want to learn how to use the car. If you got any questions or anything, you could just search it up there. So it's kind of like a digital manual, if I'm not mistaken. So that's definitely one of my favorite features. Also, you have an arcade in here. You could play games on here. You could download games. And Toy Box is mostly for entertainment. You can change the colors of this. You also have the light show, which is pretty cool. I believe the Tesla light show is the lights will flicker different colors and it'll play the music and stuff like that. So that's another cool feature. If you want to set the mood while you're sitting in the car, you can turn that on while you're sitting in the car. So that's pretty cool too. So let's talk about the comfortability of this vehicle. So moving on to back into the inside, actually, Tesla gives us this premium leather, I would say. It's not the best leather. I would say that's probably like my only con. Well, one of my cons that I have about the car is the leather quality. I feel like all this money that, you know, we pay for a Tesla, the quality should just be a little bit different, but you know, it's not too bad. But also they give us this nice leather wrapped steering wheel. Like I said, it's not the best quality of leather, but it'll do. But for the price point of these Teslas, I would hope that they would improve that, you know, going on in the near future. Okay, so another con that I have about this car is that the car sits really low to the ground, but I kind of suspected that anyways because this is the Model 3, so it's like the, you know, the car version of the Model Y, which I want. So this is just taking a little time to get used to. Well, taking a little time to get used to, but one of the issues that I have is getting inside the car. Now I'm only 5'7", so I'm kind of short, but it's still a little struggle of getting inside the car. So I would say that's a little issue for me, just a little bit, because I want to be comfortable getting in the car and not damn near about to break my neck when I get in the car. So I'm gonna demonstrate what I mean by that. So this is how I have to get in the car, because I can't just hop straight in. And as you can see, my legs hit the steering wheel. So, you know, it's still a comfortable, very comfortable car, but I just wish that was just adjusted just a little bit. But yeah, also moving inside the car, we have these two wireless chargers here, which I think is pretty cool because well, in newer cars too, there are a lot of wireless chargers that are being implemented in, but I like how they give you two of them, one for the driver and one for the passenger. Also, we have the center space. It's just a little bit of paperwork and some gum, don't mind that, but you have the center space here, plenty of space to put stuff down in there. It's really deep, so you could fit a lot of stuff in there. Also, you have these cup holders here, and you have a little bit more extra space right here in the center console, which is pretty deep. Also, you have room to put a 12 volt, I think this is a 12 volt charger, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you could put that inside of there too, so that is pretty cool. I like the door panels too. They give you this nice suede, or I don't know if this is suede or Alcantara, one or the other, but the materials is pretty premium. I like that. They also give you this nice premium leather or hard leather or whatever material this is with the wood grain here. So that's pretty nice and sleek there. Also, another cool feature that this car has is that all the windows are automatic. So, you know, you just push it and the window rolls down there, or you just hold it and the window rolls back up there. So that's pretty cool. And also, opening the door definitely took some time getting used to. So if you want to open the door, you just press this button here, right here, and you just push the door open. So that is pretty cool. That is definitely different, and like I said, it takes some time getting used to, but that's a pretty cool feature too. There's no physical handle to pull to open the door, so I thought that was pretty cool. Also, moving on to the space of the back seat. Like I said, I'm 5'7", and the back seat is all right. But like I said, I'm 5'7", and the back seat space is pretty standard. You got a nice amount of leg room here in the back seat. As far as it being comfortable, it's pretty comfortable back here, I would say. For a long road trip, I'm not too sure. I would have to test that theory out, but the space back here is cool. As long as no one in the front seat is like super tall, then it might be a little less leg room, but for the most part, it's pretty comfortable. I also like how they got the glass roof in here too. You got one up in the front, and you got a huge one here in the back. And I like that it comes tinted from the factory, so it'll keep the vehicle nice and cool on a very hot day. So that was pretty cool too. Also, you got 2 air vents back here for air conditioning if you got, you know, some people in the back seat. So that's pretty cool. Also, you have a little storage back here in the back seats. This feels pretty strong. It doesn't feel cheap, I would say, so that's a plus, because, you know, if you have kids or anything that like to pull and snag everything, this doesn't feel like it's gonna rip pretty easily. Also, the sound system in this car is pretty good, and that comes from experience, because I have a beat system in my car. So will I need one for here? Probably not, because Tesla does have okay sound system. I've heard better, but this is up to my liking at least. So that's another thing that I like about this car. So all right, so moving to the front of the vehicle, I like how Tesla has the new upgraded headlights. So these will you will be able to tell if you can do the Tesla show that's implemented in the vehicle, and these are a lot brighter, I would say, from what I've seen. And yeah, but as far as storage for the front of the vehicle, the front as they call it, it's pretty nice, decent space. You could fit a couple bags in there or so. But most of the space is in the trunk area, so let's go check out the trunk. All right, so what I also like about this Tesla is that it comes with the automatic tailgate. I believe that's what it's called. So you look for it up under here, and you just press the button, and it opens like that. So as far as trunk space, the trunk space is pretty big. It's pretty deep. You can fit a lot back here, I would say. I believe this is 19.8 cubic feet. Also, it comes with a mobile charger. I know a lot of the new Teslas doesn't even come with one of these. They make you purchase it separately, but this is a car rental, so I'm assuming that they gave it to me, which is cool anyways, even though I've been using the supercharger, so I probably won't use that anyways. Yeah, also, if you want to close the trunk, just press this button up here, makes the beep noise, and then it automatically closes. All right, guys, so we are back. I'm here in a Tesla. So moving on to the end of the video, I'm gonna give you guys my pros and my cons that I have about this vehicle in particular. Like I said before, this is the Model 3. I want a Model Y. So obviously this is not the one that I want, but I took what I can get. Let's start off with the pros. So the pros that I have about this is the charging, the supercharging, which is pretty cool, because like I stated, I left Toronto. I was about to leave Toronto at 46%. I found the quickest supercharger that was near me, and I charged it for 15 minutes, and it got me literally to 100%. So that is beautiful. And not to mention, that was only $13. I paid $13 from 46% to 100%, $13. So that already got me like mind blown, because I'm used to putting gas in my car, and my little car that I have a 4-cylinder, but to fill my car up, maybe from E is like maybe like almost $50. So if I ain't gotta pay $50, 13 beats $50 any day. So I thought that was pretty cool. Also, another con that I have about this vehicle is the quickness of this vehicle. Well, I mean quick, like this car is really quick. Like if you put your foot down on it, the torque that this car has, it'll go. Like it'll pick up fast. So that was definitely another plus for me because I kind of like driving fast just a little bit, but I only do it to a certain extent, but I do it safely, and safety is most important. So don't be like these fools out here speeding and crashing up their vehicles and just doing stupid shit. No, I only speed when there's no cars around and I feel like it's safe to do so. So that's number 2 on the pros list. Number 3 was the autopilot. The autopilot really was mind-blowing too, because on the way to Toronto yesterday, I was just literally sitting here texting on my phone, even though they advise you not to text and drive, which I know, but I just had to test the theory to see if it actually worked, and it did. So I was driving, the car was driving, and I was sitting here on my phone just going like that while the car is driving. So that was another plus for me. Another pro for me is the space of the vehicle. Now, I stated before, it's a little crammed in here, but for the most part, it's good for me because I'm small and I'm short. So the size of this vehicle was cool enough for me. So that was another one. Also, the screen. The size of the 15-inch screen that we have is just spot on. It's nice, it's fast, it's very responsive, it doesn't lag, nothing like that. So that was another thing, because I also had a concern when I first was thinking about getting it. I'm like, well, damn, what if the screen freeze? What if the screen do this? Then, you know, what am I going to do next? Because the screen controls most of the car. So I was like, you know, whatever. But after having this, very fast and very responsive to my liking. So also another pro that I have with this vehicle is that I think it's called the Sensory mode or Century mode. Correct me in the comments, whatever it is. Comment down below if it's Sensory or Century, whatever it's called, for you know, my Tesla owners that's out there watching. But anyways, I do like that feature too, because I feel like that's very important with having a very expensive vehicle. You need some type of security or some type of surveillance if you don't have cameras around your house. I feel like that's cool, and that's a plus because you don't have to pay to get the extra stuff. It already comes in the vehicle. So that was another thing. My last and final pro about this is I love the glass roof that you get. Now, me, when I buy a car, I like to have a panoramic sunroof and this and that. Even though this one doesn't open, this is still a plus for me because the size of it is humongous and it's tinted. So I wouldn't have to go get it tinted. So that was another plus for me. And also the unlocking the car, that's pretty cool. Like, I've never seen nothing like that. You just, like I said earlier in the video, you hold the key up to the door and the door unlocks, and if you want to lock it, you put the key back there, it'll lock. You hear the beep noise and both the mirrors are full. So those were pretty good. Those was a few things that I really enjoyed with this Tesla. Also the battery, from my liking, I noticed, I'm pretty sure this is the standard range one. So I think to E, I'm getting about 260 miles to E, which is fine with me because I don't really drive a lot. So that's pretty cool with me. But I do know the long range, you'll get about 300 to 330. So be advised when you are looking for a Tesla, if you want something that's going to get you a little bit farther, go to long range. If you're just looking for something, you know, to get you here and there and without dying and worrying about anything, get the standard range. Either or is fine. It doesn't really matter to me, but me personally, I would prefer the long range just to have that extra battery life. So let's move on to the cons. So my cons is I only have about maybe 3 cons I have with this car. So let's start off with the first one. It sits very low to the ground. Now, I know this is a car, yada yada yada, it's supposed to sit low, blah blah, but this one in particular just sits really low. Mind you, I drive a car, but I feel like my car sits up a little bit higher than this. So that was taking some time getting used to sitting very low to the ground. But it's comfortable. You still feel comfortable with even driving this low to the ground. So, you know, that's one of my cons. But, you know, obviously when you get a car, you know, they don't really sit up high anyway. So, you know, that's just something you got to deal with. Also, my second con that I have with this vehicle is that I believe it's called the regenerated braking, or comment down below if I said that wrong too. Like, I'm not a car enthusiast. You know, I'm just reviewing this because I had it for a rental. But I think it's called the regenerated braking. So if you're not aware with the regenerated braking, basically what Tesla does is when you're driving, if you take your foot off the accelerator, the car will begin to slow down. That was taking some time getting used to because with me, I drive kind of with a heavy foot. So when I take my foot off, it's like I'm getting jerked like that. Or if a passenger in the car, they might feel like they're getting jerked like that. So that was taking some time getting used to. I wouldn't say that's really a con because, you know, that's what comes with this. So you can adjust it though in the settings, which I like too. You can have it high, you can have it low, whatever. I turned it down a little bit because it was starting to annoy me just a little bit. But is that enough to make me not buy the car? No, I still will buy the car. So that was another con. Last but not least, my final con is, like I said, the leather. Like I explained earlier, it's okay. The leather is okay. I'm not being like I'm not really complaining too much about it, but I just feel like me personally, you know, every car has its flaws, but I just feel like me personally, when you paying all this money for these Teslas, I would expect, you know, the leather just to be a little bit better at least. Would that make me not buy this? No, I still will buy it. I just wish that the leather was just a little bit better and a little bit more comfortable, like the seats, because driving back home from Toronto yesterday, my back was on fire. I don't know if it's just the comfortability of the seats or what, but yeah, if they can improve on that, like, that's cool. I'm still gonna buy the car anyways, but you know, that's just me being a little bit picky and wish they could change that around a little bit. But other than that, that's really pretty much the con that I have. I really enjoyed this car. I definitely will rent this car again 100 times if I ever had the chance to. I will rent this again and again and again and again. This car is very nice. It's very responsive. It's very smooth, very comfortable. Yeah, and overall, this is just really a great car. Now, would I see myself buying one? Obviously, yes. That's all I've been saying throughout this whole video anyways, is that I would buy a Tesla. Not a Tesla Model 3, but particularly I want the Model Y. So I am in a market and getting a Model Y pretty soon. So, you know, I want to walk you guys through that as well. So, you know, make sure y'all stay tuned and tune into all the videos that's coming up. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I definitely would buy this vehicle. I feel like this vehicle is definitely worth its money, especially with it being an electric vehicle. I didn't really see it I really didn't expect it to be cheap anyways, and especially with a lot of stuff that's going electric anyway. So, you know, I kind of suspected that, but you know, you got to pay to play. You want a nice vehicle, you're going to pay for a nice vehicle. You want a shitty vehicle, you're going to buy a shitty vehicle. It's that simple. But this Tesla is definitely worth it. I would encourage anyone to go out and buy one. But I feel like if you are going to buy a Tesla, if you can afford it, go with the performance model. You get the red brake calipers. You know, you get the 0 to 60 and I think it's 3 seconds or so, like that. So, you know, it's just a sportier version of a Tesla. Even though these are fast, but that one is faster. That one is better. You get better options with that one. But, you know, if you can't, get the long range if you want that extra battery life, so you don't have to worry about charging it as much. If you don't want that, if you just like, Kevon, I don't care about that, but I just want a Tesla, go out and get the standard range one. They're all still great at the end of the day. They are still great choices, and you know, just make the decision to your liking or whatever. But yeah. So that really brings me to the end of this vlog. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into part 1 and part 2 of this vlog. Make sure you guys check out my previous video that I dropped of the Nike Dunk Low Union passports. I'm also going to be dropping some more videos later down the line. So, yeah. Make sure you guys check out my previous videos that I dropped that is listed on my YouTube channel. I will leave everything down in the description below. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to your boy's channel. Get me to 200 subscribers. That is the goal, to get to 200 subscribers. I'm currently at 123, so let's get it to 200 subscribers. I also stated before, whoever my 200th subscriber is, I will do either a giveaway or a random cash app of, you know, whatever, however much amount of money I choose to send on there. But you know, I just want to thank you guys for supporting me and leading me in every step of the way, and just believing and tuning into everything that I do, because that encouraged me to keep going and keep putting out content for you guys. But yeah, your boy might be a Tesla owner in a few months. No, ain't no I will be. Ain't no I might be. I will be a Tesla owner in a few months. I'm manifesting it. You know, I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep putting out this content for you guys. And yeah, so definitely stay tuned for that, because I do plan on buying a Tesla in a few months. So yeah, but other than that, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video. It's your boy Kicks by Key, and until next time, I'm out.